So we're here together with Kia today, and we're driving some trailers and some boogies. There is some form of fear when people, like they just get a boogie, they get a trailer, and they need to transport some things, throw some things at some recycling station or whatever, because you need to be calm. You need to have that patience of how do I do this? But now we got a boogie or a trailer connected to this majestic Kia EV9. And that's also the thing, a powerful electric car, it becomes just a completely different nature driving these cars. You can just release the throttle, pull the brake, and let that strong momentum take care of everything. So it's not like in the olden days, maybe driving with a manual one, maybe a car that hasn't got that much torque. That can be a bit tricky. At the same time, that you need to be focused on how to get the angles right with the trailers. That's rather logical, and that's how it works, but this is great, and this is a new experience. And also the tutors here that are talking and been doing this for over like 40 years with trailers and stuff say that I just tried this out last week for the first time with an electric car, and it's just amazing. They were just taken by it. So there is something special about this. There's also a very big Caravan, and taking these ones out on long journeys, well, long journeys with electric cars, that's the consumption and how effective it can be. Well, it isn't that effective, so that's one thing. When we're reversing here in this corner, well, we need to look in the right side mirror. Let's just reverse straight backwards and see how it feels. Well, the small inputs, they can do so much. So the feeling of driving something like this, you need to be calm, but you also need to be gentle on the inputs, because even driving like 4 kilometers, well, it can take a very quick turn to one side or the other. But I think it's rather easy with a car like this. It takes the stress out of the situation. Not really, because you can stress out rather easy sometimes when you start, juggling with the steering wheel, and that's not good. Been doing some theoretical sessions of, there's a lot of safety stuff that you need to think about. How, the brakes work, how that connection from the trailer to the car, how that is worn out 1 millimeter, and that's something that you need to check, and a lot of other things. So you can't just set off. It is all about safety. They also showed us some weights, a phone at 50 kilometers an hour. If you smash into something suddenly, well, that can weigh up to 12 kilos. So of course it becomes important of how you load up a trailer or a boogie. So let's do a turn around the left corner here. And you need to be observant here in the left mirror. They said about 90% or more. That's where you should have your vision and your attention. And you see, I just looked into the camera here and I lost some attention to the line here. Gentle touches, keep control. It's almost like a slow motion drift of knowing where that trailer goes. But now I'm a bit too quick in my steering inputs. That's not good. And now I'm doing a rather wide turn. But the momentum in this electric car makes it rather easy. So it's almost like, staying on a drift. Small inputs, keep the speed. I might end up in full lock. It feels like that now. Damn, this was not good. But anyway, you need to practice. You need to keep your cool. All right, so this is some sort of experience. I like it. You need to think about this as being fun, because you can very easily get stressed by it, because it's almost 10 meters of transportation that you are taking on the road. So it needs a lot of respect, and it also needs a lot of respect in the segment of being safe, a lot of safety precautions, a lot of safety procedures, and taking that extended B driving license, that means that you get some theoretical work around it. You read some about it, you know what the weight is all about, how you secure your load, and all of that. And then you can take the BE. And then, of course, you need to set it on the road and do some practical tests. And that is something that I think I would like to take on, because it feels like I want to buy some sort of trailer just to go do some stuff. And, well, you might need something good to pull that trailer with. it will cost a lot. This car, it costs a little over 800,000 Swedish crowns. But this majestic and great Kia EV9 with all that torque and power really shows what electric cars can do when pulling stuff. Let's see if it will be both a trailer and an electric car.